Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Entertainment that engages people is a good business. I'm going to tell you what. Because the other week I talked about AI taking many low-wage jobs and everything, and it's really affecting things. And in fact, I just read a report, and this was focused on the African-American community, talking about how AI can affect disproportionately African Americans. So it's a lot there, but here's the thing. The focus should be on, okay, we got this AI, but there's still things that still require people. People want to deal with. People don't want to deal with, it's one thing to deal with AI for customer service or taking care of paying some bill. But people still need human contact. We still need social type of businesses. And one of those social type of businesses is just entertainment. And the type of entertainment that engages people specifically. I'll tell you what, and one of my mentors, and I've mentioned him before, Master Yao, he had in one of his books, he had mentioned about doing fashion shows in a different way. Fashion shows. Because, okay, you think about a fashion show. Part of that's entertainment. Let's just be real. Because let's just be real. Most of the clothes that these models wear in these fashion shows, they're not going to be worn by an ordinary person. Okay, have some fun with it then. They'll just go out and walk and do all that stuff. They got the music going. Well, if you make it more entertaining and everything. I was watching, I saw a clip of a fashion show in Nigeria. I saw a clip, and the women, they were walking down the aisle, but they weren't just walking all stiff and everything. They move around. They get to each other as they crossing and start dancing. They start doing a move. It was like, oh, okay. That engages the people, Or good theater plays. A lot of people don't talk about that. People still need stuff like that. Now, of course, with COVID and everything, that's been tough, and I'll need to check to see if they really gotten plays going, but they're pretty good. Like a good old play, entertainment like that with people in the audience, and sometimes depending on what's going on, the actors on stage might engage the audience. I remember I saw a play. I was at this place, saw a play, and the lead actress within character was saying, "Yeah, turn off those beepers and stuff." This was back in the day, turn off those phones and everything, But it engaged the audience, comedy, stuff like that, stuff where people have to deal with each other. Even entertainment, like fun entertainment where people have to participate. And that's something actually, and I've talked about that before as well. Many of these malls have stuff where people can actually get involved, or businesses like axe throwing. You like throwing an axe, but people getting involved. That's entertainment. That's good business. Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't care. We could get full robots to do stuff. People still want to be entertained. People still got to deal with each other. People still want to feel good. And I'm going to tell you what, stuff like that, people love it. Businesses, anything that engages people can go to, people can get involved with. That is very good business, and you can't replace it with a robot. Yeah, I mentioned the other week about I saw something with a robot stripper and stuff, and some people will get into it, but let's be real, most of us ain't gonna get into it. And in fact, let me talk about that for a second. One thing about exotic dancing, whether it's male exotic dancing or female exotic dancing, it's actually good business. Now, people may have some moral issue against it, but it's actually good business. They're actually doing well because it's engaging people. Like if you go on Las Vegas, they got the Mel Exotic Magic Mike live shows, but they engaging, a big part of it is they are engaging the audience. People still want that. And it all comes down to, and even beyond entertainment, anything that people interact, people still need that. Like one of the big issues with the lockdowns that people really had, and some people were ready to fight and everything, but just not interacting with people. I remember during that period, I was in one of the essential stores that was still open, had the mask on and everything. And I remember a woman specifically said to me, she said, the thing I hate about these masks is you can't see me smile. I mean, she was flirting and everything, but I was like, people still, a lot of people just wanted to interact. I remember during that period, like people in the street were just a little friendlier. People need to interact. People need each other. That's why it's terrible when people don't interact, period. And it ain't even for relationships. We're built for community. We're built for it. We need that. When people don't interact, that's why it's hard. People need to be around people and everything. People need that. And if you have a business, and it doesn't even have to be entertainment. If you have a business where people can do this effectively, it's a good business because we need it. We need it. People talk about like food, clothing, and shelter. We need that, but people need to interact. People need each other. People need stuff that's an event. You might have an expo or something. Like when I've vended, I haven't vended because of the COVID. I haven't vended in a couple years. I haven't vended. And actually, I could if I wanted to, though. They still have some places, like at a hair show. I might vend at another hair show, but let me get off that tangent. A lot of times people come to those things just to interact, just to be around people, to be entertained and everything, And I noticed when I would vend, there were people who would stop at my table. They wouldn't even buy anything, but they would just want to talk. People need that. And so if it engages people, not just entertainment, I called it entertainment that engages people is good business, but anything that engages people where they can interact is always good business. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Let's go make that money.